A little girl walks down what seems like an endless hallway. The dim lights silhouette her shadow, giving the building an eerie feel. She is nervous, but hopeful. Maybe, just maybe, this will be the last time. When I reach the age that most children start learning how to speak, there is something off with my pronunciation. My mom and dad credited this to my age and figured it would go away with time. My doctor, however, had different ideas. He sent me to Stanford Hospital to be tested by the speech-language therapist. There they discovered I had a speech impediment known as apraxia. Apraxia is when your mouth is unable to form the shapes needed in order for speech. The only way to cure apraxia is through speech therapy. A lot of speech therapy. When I first started, I could only pronounce my vowels. The only person in my family who could understand me was my brother, Jordan. He soon became my personal translator and would tell my parents when I needed something. When school began, the tough times really started. My teachers could not understand me, and I would have to repeat myself over and over again until they either pretended to understand or a helpful friend filled in the blanks. The years were flying by. My A's, H's, J's, and so on were soon perfected. Eventually, I started to need less and less treatment. Every couple of years, I would switch speech therapists because I would learn all they had to teach. Finally, 8 years and 4 therapists later, my speech therapy was completed. I was done. Learning to cope, deal, and successfully overcome apraxia was a struggle. Many times, I would tell my mom how stupid I was and how different. Kids began to make fun of me, mimicking what I said, and then laughing. Many nights I cried, and I wanted it all to end. I tried to change, to not go to my speech appointments or go and not try once I got there. I would forget to do my exercises, while really I just didn't want to do more work than most people. Yet, somehow I reached a point when I knew I had to beat it, that giving up or forgetting was not a good option. I began working harder than ever before. Planes, free time, and even right before bed were now all practice sessions, saying words over and over again until my mom said they were right. Now, all that practice is why today I can speak before you and have it not sound like gibberish. I see myself carrying this life lesson wherever I go, that no matter how hard times get or how much I feel like giving up, I can always look back on all those years of sitting in a hot, stuffy office while looking at hundreds of flashcards. I figure if I had taught myself how to say Welsh corgi, the most difficult word in my 6-year-old opinion, then I can complete most of life's numerous tasks. One thing I learned while struggling with apraxia was that speech was not who I was. It helped shape me, make me stronger, and taught that hard work does pay off. But it never defined me. I was not just the girl whose speech was inaudible. I was the girl who was growing stronger and wiser every day. Everyone has his or her impediments. We must remember that our impediments, our struggles, and our roughest points in life do not define who we are. That we still stay true to ourselves and get up once being knocked down. That they do not set our boundaries, but instead help shape us into stronger, wiser, and better people. As Richard L. Evans once said, "Do not let life discourage you. Everyone who got where he is had to begin where he was." In a way, I am glad for my apraxia. Without it, I would not have become the same person I am today. Now, the only remaining trace of my apraxia is the often asked question, where are you from? England, Scandinavia, and even Turkey are all some of the many places I've been asked. When people ask me where I'm from, I simply smile and say, right here in California, and laugh at the confused expression on their face. Life definitely has its mountains, but we are always able to keep hiking. A speech therapist once pulled my mom aside and told her I would never be able to say my R's correctly. It is still on my bucket list to go to her office, open the dictionary to the R section, and start reading. Thank you.